So welcome to another lecture. In this lecture again, we'll be solving a JEE Mains maths question. This is a 2026 question which came in JEE Mains. So again, why I like this question is that there are three interesting things that we will learn when we are doing this thing. Uh, so the first thing that we need to understand is the meaning of this symbol pi. Now most of you would be, my understanding is most of you would be familiar with the notation of sigma. So for example, when I write sigma, and I'll take a very simple case. So when I write sigma k goes from 0 to, let us say, 5. So what this implies is that basically this is a shortcut for writing 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. So instead of writing whole of this, this is a shortcut that I use the symbol of pi. Now similarly, there is a notation which is called pi. So this pi is not a 22.7, not 3.14 pi. This is just a Greek symbol pi. Just consider it to be a Greek symbol pi. So when I use this pi, what this implies is, so for example, if I take the same example and I write this as k goes from 0 to 5. Now in this case, what pi implies is that these numbers would be multiplied. So for example, 0 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 5. So most of us know the symbol of sigma. Many of us would see this pi the first time. So this is the meaning of pi, and I'll be using this in the question. Now, if you are more interested, you can look at another detailed lecture I have done where I will take you through all these examples. But I don't want to spend more time on explaining the meaning of pi. This note would be there. This would be there in the comment section. You can have a look at this note, or you can also have a look at the separate lecture that I have made for this. But I hope you would have understood. If you haven't understood, let me take another example. So let me take an example like this. So pi k square, k goes from 1 to 6. So rather than saying 1 square into 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 5 square, 6 square, this is the notation I have. This is the simple notation that I'll use. So I hope the symbol of pi is out of our way, because I'll be using this in solving this question. There is a second thing that I'll be using, and again I have made a separate lecture for that. You can try to prove that. I will be giving the solution in the comment section as PDF. I've also made a separate notation. So this is what I'll be using. NCR plus NCR plus 1 is equal to N plus 1 CR plus 1. This is the result that I'll be using. You can try to prove this, or you can look at this solution and then you can prove it. And if you still have any doubt, there's a separate lecture I have made. You can look at that also. So with these two things out of way, let's start with the looking at the solution. So let's look at the question again. So this is a question I'm given. Let's look at the question first. 15C0, 15C1, 15C1, 2, 13, and then it goes till 15C13, and then they have given us some result where they have given us some result which looks like alpha raised to power 13 upon 14C0, 14C1, 14C12, then 30 alpha is equal to. So try to do this question. Struggle with this question, and if you are not able to do this question, then please have a look at the solution that we'll be discussing now. So see, this is the part that I have taken. So this is my question. I've explained you the meaning of pi. So this is this part. Now I'll be using the notation of pi to capture whole of this. So how I'll use the notation of pi is I'll write pi. R goes from 0 to 12. Why 12? Because in the last there is a 12. And I'll write this as 15CR. So 15CR plus 15CR plus 1. So this is 12. So my R is 12 and my R plus 1 is 13. So that is what I've written. Pi R goes from 0 to 12, 1 upon 15CR plus 1 upon 15CR plus 1. When I use the notation of phi, this question becomes manageable. I am able to have a look at this question well. So after this, I take the LCM of this. So I have 15CR plus 1 plus 15CR upon 15CR, 15CR plus 1. And now I'll use the second result which I had discussed before, that NCR plus 1 plus NCR is equal to N plus 1 CR. And I have told you, you can prove this, or you can look at my solution, or you can look at the separate lecture that I have found. But uh, trust me that this result is okay. So now, once we have reached this, so 15CR plus 1 plus 15CR, when I use this result, so 15CR plus 15CR plus 1 becomes 15 plus 1, 16CR plus 1 upon 15CR and 15CR plus 1. So, I'll try to explain this again. See, this numerator becomes 16CR plus 1. The denominator 15CR, and this is 15CR plus 1. Now what I'll do is I'll write this, and remember the symbol of pi. Don't forget this symbol. Because in all this manipulation, usually we tend to forget uh, few of the terms. So remember, this is waiting outside, and that is why I have marked this in yellow, so that you don't forget it. Now we'll focus on the manipulating the terms which are inside the bracket. So 16CR plus 1 would be equal to 16R plus 1 upon 15CR. Again, pause the video, try to prove this. And in the denominator 15CR plus 1, 15CR plus 1, I can write 15CR plus 1 as 15R plus 1, 14CR. So this is the result I can write. You should try to prove this so that you are involved when you are watching this lecture. If you are not able to prove this, then I'll show you the solution. So first I'll show you that 16CR plus 1 is equal to 16R plus 1, 15CR. And then I'll show you 15CR plus 1 is equal to 15R plus 1 upon 14CR. So let's look at the 16R plus 1 first. So 16CR plus 1 can be written as 16 factorial upon R plus 1 factorial. 16 minus R minus 1 factorial. So this is, I can break R plus 1 factorial as R plus 1 multiplied by R factorial. So this is what I have done here. And this 16 minus R minus 1 is equal to 15 minus R factorial. So this is simple. Now look carefully. I have broken the 16 factorial as 16 into 15 factorial. So 16 into R plus 1 I have separated. And this 15 upon R factorial, 15 minus R factorial is equal to 15CR. So that is why 16CR plus 1 factorial would be equal to 16 upon R plus 1 into 15CR. And that is the result that I have taken here. Now similarly, 15CR plus 1 can be written as 15R plus 1 upon 14CR. Again, you can have a look at the result. So 15R plus 1 factorial, 15 minus R minus 1 factorial. So this is 15. I have broken 15 factorial as 15 into 14 factorial. And this R plus 1 has been broken into R plus 1 into R factorial. And this 15 minus R minus 1 would be equal to 14 minus R factorial. So now look at this. Whole of this. This whole of this is 14CR factorial. And this is 15 upon R plus 1 factorial. So that is why I have used the result which I am showing here. Now I'll rub this so that you can see this clearly. So 16 upon R plus 1 factorial I have written here. 15CR into 15CR plus 1 I have written here. And this 15CR and 15CR, both these terms cancel. Then I take 15CR plus 1. 15CR plus 1, I write it like this. And now what happens is that this R plus 1 cancels. So this is 16 upon 15 into upon 14CR. And remember, this is waiting outside. I haven't written here, but please remember that it is here. R goes from 0 to 12. This is here. So this is where I have reached. Now usually questions like these, my suggestion would be to see the lecture twice. And another thing which I can share with you is that These kind of questions help us build our toolkit. We we come to know of ways in which we can tackle a question. So, for example, for me, after a long time, I saw this symbol pi. So it was that is why it was very interesting to uh, do this question. So this pi r goes from 0 to 12, 16, 15, 14 CR can be I have written here. Now let's look at this again. So now when I try to expand this, I can write this as 16 upon 15, 14C, R goes from 0 to 12. So this is 14C 0, 14C 1, 14C 2, and finally I'll have 14C 12. Why 14C 12? Because R goes from 0 to 12. So that is why this 12 is there. And please remember that 16 into 15 is being multiplied every time. So 16 upon 15 is being multiplied again and again with this term. Please remember this. Please try to understand this. If you have any doubt, please mention in the comment. I'll be happy to help you out. Another thing that you will have to understand here is that C0, C1, C2, and so on. This is C12. So from 1 to 12, there are 12 terms. Then this is a 0. So basically in the bracket, there are 13 terms. So those 13 terms, so basically this 16 upon 15 is raised to the power 13. And this is, and 1 upon 14C0, 14C1, 14C2 is being multiplied here. Please try to understand these steps before going ahead. So finally, what I have done is I have reduced my question to this. And now let us compare this with what we want. What I want is that this is a result which has been given to you. Now let us compare this part, this right hand side. I hope you are able to see this. This right hand side with the result I have got. See my denominator 14C0, 14C1, 14C2 till 14C12. This matches perfectly. Here I have alpha raised to power 13. So this part would be my alpha raised to power 13. So alpha raised to power 13 would be 16 upon 15 raised to power 13. And therefore alpha is 16 upon 15. But what are we being asked? We are being asked 30 alpha. So if alpha is equal to 16 upon 15, then 30 alpha would be 32. So our final answer would be 32. So I hope you enjoyed doing this question. Quickly, I'll take you through the solution again. So this is the expression we were given. We use the notation of pi. We use the notation of pi. We did some basic manipulation. We reached this step. This is a critical step. Once we reach this critical step, we expanded it again. We expanded the pi again. And here another critical thing is that how many times 16 upon 15 will be coming? It will be coming 13 times. Because what you need to understand is that these are 13 terms. And then finally, once you have reached this stage, so this would be the final answer. And as I have told you before, so few of you, this will be the first time you would have seen pi. So I made this note. I'll be, the solution, the question, this note on pi, this proof, everything you will find in the comment section in the PDF. So I hope you found this interesting. I'm making series of this maths and physics JEE Mains, JEE Advanced questions. Please have a look at the playlist. Please support the channel. Please like, share, subscribe. Helps my motivation, helps me to grow the channel, and helps me to reach more and more students with quality education. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you next time.